न कृत्वं न कर्माणि लोकस्य सृजति प्रभुः न कर्मफल संयोगम स्वभावस्तु प्रवर्तते. Hello friends, this is the 14th shlok of the 5th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and today we will understand this shlok in detail. So let's first go over its meaning. So the shlok says, Na kritvam na karmani, which means neither by the feeling of the doer nor by the action, lokasya srijati prabhu, which means the Lord creates the world. Na karma phala sanyogam, which means does not attach to action. Swabhavastur pravartate, which means but by nature acts. So, in the Indian tradition of thinking, it is assumed that the power behind this entire creation is something which is conscious. And so, in that regard, Sri Krishna is telling over here that this power which is behind this entire creation, it acts in a manner where it does not think that it is the doer, and nor does it think that it is something on which some action is being done. So, this force behind this entire creation is something which does not really attach to its action, and it does not really have any expectation for the fruits of its action. It only acts by its own nature. So, in the third chapter, Sri Krishna has already mentioned that a person should act in a manner which is inspired by the way this force behind this entire creation acts. And so, over here, Sri Krishna is basically telling Arjun to act in a manner where you should be performing your action with a feeling that you are neither the doer and you are nor the one on whom the action has been carried out. You should not act with any expectation for the fruits of your action, and you should not really attach to your actions in that manner. You should only act in a way which is consistent with your nature. So, that is the main method which everyone should follow while acting in this universe. We should all actually drive our inspiration in our actions through the elemental forces which are present in this universe, and basically act in a manner same to them. So, we should draw our inspiration from, say, fire, which basically provides warmth to everybody. We should draw our inspirations from soil, which provides the nutrition and all the other things which we need to us without any regard for anything in return. We should draw our inspiration from water, which quenches the thirst of anybody. It does not really make any distinction. And we should also be understanding that these elements have a negative side to them also, as in fire can also burn you, the rocks can crush you, the water can drown you. So, all these forces which are present in nature, they all act in a manner which is not emotional. They are just performing their actions according to their nature. And similarly, we should also act in a manner which should be such that we are not really inspired by our emotional feelings, but we are actually just performing our actions which are performed in a manner which is consistent with our nature. And so, in this manner, when we'll act, when we'll be acting only to fulfill our swadharma, and we are only acting consistent with our nature, our situation, the place that we have in this universe, then we'll be behaving in a manner which is similar to the force behind this entire creation, and that is the best way of acting. So that is what Sri Krishna is telling over here. I hope that I have explained this shlok well to you. With that, I'll close this video. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.